Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. Wow, my brain mixed a whole bunch of words there. I almost said I am cinnamon tea. Welcome to Tuesday Tea with Cinnamon. I have my brand new cup. This was one of my birthday presents for my daughter. My birthday has not happened yet, but we celebrated it this past weekend. My birthday is August 9th. Little man's is August 8th. What is today? Today's Tuesday. Today's the 6th. So, with that, Juju got me this beautiful rainbow cup. I use these 40-ounce insulated cups all the time. I don't know what brand this one is. Dog hair on the top of it. I use the HydroFlow ones most frequently because they're the cheapest. This, I believe, is a Hobby Lobby one. And its rainbow is so pretty. So she got me that for my birthday. My niece also got me one that has Stitch on it from Lilo N Stitch. I am drinking tea in it, but not traditionally brewed tea. I am drinking a flavor enhancer from, I think I got this one from Aldi. I'm not positive. It's raspberry tea water enhancer. I like this because it tastes like raspberry tea and a sweetener mixed in with it. It's 0 calories, 0 sugar. It's got, let's see, sucralose, so Splenda. I'm trying to see what else it says, but it's really hard to read because I don't have my glasses on. But it tastes like raspberry tea. It tastes like sweet raspberry tea. And you can make it as strong or as mild as you want. I put 2 squirts in here. In 40 ounces, I just went... And then raspberry tea. Like I said, I think I got this at Aldi. I think this is the Aldi brand. I'm not 100% on that because I've had this for a while. I don't drink it very often because I have to be in the mood for it to taste... Like, I drink tea all the time, but this tastes like raspberry tea, which is usually black tea flavored. Even though I don't think there's actually any tea in this. I don't know, I can't see. Natural flavor. There might be tea in it. I don't know what natural flavor could mean, a lot of things, but that's our tea for today because I'm all out of my blue and pink flavor packets, which is Starburst Pink, and then I think the blue is Starburst, but I could be wrong on that. It's blue raspberry. The blue raspberry is my favorite. The pink is my second favorite. And I just take one little packet per 40 ounces. And yeah. I am still getting over whatever's going on in my body. I think last week I got sick from something, and I think this week is a carryover of a little bit of that. But I still have a sore throat. But my sore throat started when I was singing yesterday. I was singing a lot, and I was singing very loud on the very long drive home from our trip to the cabin, which was amazing, fantastic. But I was singing really loud to keep myself awake, and then my throat started to hurt again. But I think a lot of this also was allergies because it's that time of year. The mold count is up really high because it's been raining so much this summer and where we went, it was really, really like just sopping wet, raining a lot. And I always get really sick when the mold count is high. So today though, it's Tuesday tea and P-Yow mixed all in one because this is the rest of my Premier Yarns order that actually came Friday. But I placed a second order for the big summer sale, which ended last week. I'm sorry for being so cleary, throaty. I just recorded my members video that's supposed to be airing this Saturday, and it was over an hour-long video, and I cried a little bit in the video, and I wasn't crying, like, I was not sad at all. I was very elated and happy by some circumstances that happened in my life, and an event happened last night specifically that touched me so much I broke down crying. And if you're a member, you will get to watch that video. I do cry, but it's not it's something that touched me. It's not, I'm not sad. I'm very, very touched. And that's why I'm puffy. That's why I'm red. Because I cried. And I cried like a baby. I've been doing a lot of crying lately, but some of the sometimes you gotta cry to heal. And sometimes you cry because you're happy, and there's a lot of that going on right now. So this is from the big summer sale that happened last week. The first order I showed you, which is still in a box next to me because I haven't had time to put anything away. And actually, while you're watching this, I'm taking my niece home back to college. And so I'm not even going to be around today. If you're not getting responded to in any of the videos, it's because right now life is a lot. I did not have my phone on me when we went camping, and I'm not going to go back filter 500 plus comments and respond to everybody. I am reading them as I can, and if I skip over you or I didn't respond to anything or I didn't heart you, I'm trying to get through as many comments as I can, but I had a comment yesterday from someone who's like, thank you for responding back so quickly. I'm still waiting on another podcaster for 7 months ago to respond. And I started to defend the podcaster but I didn't want to start nothing. It is incredibly difficult for one person to do everything on a channel, especially when you have a lot of subscribers and some channels are way larger than me. And for one person to come up with content, to record said content, to edit and upload said content, to film tutorials, to make designs, and to comment to everyone when there's thousands of comments sometimes, it is impossible. There's not enough hours in the day to do all of that. And if you were to do all of that, it would take up your entire life. There would not be room for anything else. So when you're responding to videos from people who have over 10,000 subscribers, keep that in mind. Like, it's difficult. I know that you expect a response all the time, and it's just not feasible. It's not. We do our best and we try to respond to what's important, and we do filter through. But even if I went through and hearted every comment when there's 500 plus, it would take me hours. And if you don't believe me, go through 3 of my videos and heart or put the thumbs up on every comment and see how long it takes you. Go right ahead. So with that, I read them in like I'll read a couple and then I'll read a couple and then I'll read a couple and then I'll read. I can't. Just keep all of that in mind, okay? Just be patient with us. We're doing our best. We really are. We're not trying to ignore anybody. I think every single person that's watching this video and every single comment is important, and I try to respond to the ones that actually have questions first. So just keep that in mind, you know. I also do prioritize members because that's part of the benefit of becoming a member is I say, hey, your comments get read first and get responded to first, just because they're paying extra for that benefit. So, I mean, keep all those in mind too. And no, you're not less important because you don't have a membership. It's just I don't know what else to offer the members besides they get priority with comments and they get an extra video every week, because I very much feel unworthy of them wanting to pay to listen to me talk, sometimes cry. Okay, so back to the summer sale. This summer sale was really amazing. So they released a bunch of yarns, and I ordered the cakes. I showed you guys that last week. They're doing work across the street, and you can probably hear the saw. I apologize for the background noise. That's not my fault. They're like literally through that window across the street. I went through and I placed the order the first day of the sale. Well, actually, I think it was the second day of the sale, because I didn't have the money the first day. And Mr. Cinnamon was like the following day or that night or something. He was like, hey, go place an order, I'll buy it. I was like, cool. And then I got paid. And I was like, okay, well, now I can afford a little order. And this was a very small priced order. And I only ordered it because Premier Yarns did a video, and I think that they need to do more of this. So Premier Yarns, I know that you're listening, because every time I mention Premier Yarns, they watch the video. When you have a yarn, like what I'm about to show, which are the ones that are not specifically well-known Premier Yarns yarns, they're the Himalaya stuff, when you do little shorts and talk about the yarn, that helps everybody. Because the pictures don't tell us a whole lot. And you could tell us it's a nylon yarn. And we're like, I don't know nothing about, like, what kind of nylon. Because nylon can be a great many things, right? I mean, cotton, you could tell, cotton is cotton, right? For the most part. I mean, there's soft cottons, there's rough cottons. But they did these little clips, little shorts that said, hey, we have 100% denim cotton. And it's good for hot pads because it's 100% cotton. Whereas the home cotton has polyester in it and it will melt, you know? Whereas this was 100% cotton, you can use this for hot pads, not just washcloths and dish towels, right? And so I was like, okay, that's good, because the 100% cotton from like Sugar and Cream, the price has gone up a lot. So it's like $2 for a tiny little ball. And I usually use Sugar and Cream because it's 100% cotton. I like it. Or I use Creme de la Creme, which is a red heart one. I really like those cottons. They're good because I believe both of those are 100% cotton. And so when she said 100% cotton, I was like, my ears perked up. I don't have a lot of 100% cotton for like hot pads specifically, and I need some. And then she was like, one of the other shorts was talking about this lollipop yarn. These are way bigger than I thought they were going to be. And she showed it up close, but the pictures online were garbage pictures. Like, you couldn't tell nothing about the picture. Like, what is that? It's a green blob. And when she showed it up close in the short, I was like, okay, well, I want some of that because I know I'm familiar with by looking at the little clip that they did. So I went back and I placed this order, and I believe all of these were $5 a bag. Even this one. I'm fairly confident that was $5 a bag. Let me see if my receipt in my email tells me. We're in the wrong email. I got an email I need to respond to. Speaking of Premier Yarns, that's so funny. I'm talking about her. She's emailing me. I have several emails to respond to today. I just filled this and it's already half gone. Okay, so the lollipop was $10 for this 5-pack, but the balls are, I mean, look at the difference in size. This was $5 for 5 balls. This was $10 for 5 balls. And that's pretty much what I ordered. I ordered cotton and I ordered the lollipop. So my total for the order was $25. Now this was really strange. The big box, let me grab it. Hide my address. This cost me $4.99 shipping. This cost me $9.99 for shipping. Make it make sense. I don't blame Premier for that because the box was shipped. What, they both shipped the post office? They were both shipped from the post office. I don't blame Premier for that necessarily. I don't know if it was a glitch in their system that I paid $4.99 for that shipping, or I don't know. Because when it came up $4.99, I was like, I always pay $8 shipping, regardless. What size the package is. It starts at $8. So when it said $4.99 for that big box, I was like, what? $9.99 for this didn't surprise me, but like, I don't understand that. So the grand total for this entire order of 20 balls was $36.33. I will go into detail with the yarn. Do calculator. 36.33 divided by, what did I say, 20? Each one of these balls of yarns came out to $1.81 a piece, which is cheaper than any of the cotton at any of the stores at this point. And we'll talk about those. So I got 3. I knew when she showed the 100% cotton and then it said denim. It's called denim. I was going to buy some because I love denim colored yarn, even though this is not blue jean colored. And I didn't even get the blue jean. This is more of a teal. And they had blue jean colored, but I liked it because it's acid wash looking. And I really, really love these colors. These two are going to go in projects together because they're pretty, but look at, I mean, the three of them are gorgeous. So this is the Himalayan denim. I've had Himalayan yarn before because Hirschner sells it a lot. And Hirschner's very often will be like, hey, we have Himalayan yarn and it's 5 for $5 or 5 for 10. And I buy the packs from Hirschner's. So I'm familiar with Himalayan, the brand. I've never had the denim yarn and I've never had the lollipop yarn. But I knew at $5 for 5 balls, it was worth the price. I also told you guys in the video that the balls for the Himalayan is small. So don't think these are going to be big giant balls, because you can't tell online with the pictures what yarn is actually going to be sized at, what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like, is the color accurate. It's really hard to tell from a little picture. So I told you right off the bat, like, these are small balls. Don't expect them to be real large. The Himalayan all is generally small balls of yarn, usually 50 grams or less. So this one is, I don't have my big glasses in here, they're upstairs. So we will use our readers. Made in Turkey, 153 yards, machine washable and dryable. 50 grams, 140 meters, 153 yards. So I'm going to say this is probably sport weight. It says 100% cotton. Made in Turkey. I'm going to say it's sport weight or a really light DK weight. It recommends 3.5 millimeter knitting needles. So if that tells you anything, it's really thin. I probably for a hot pad would hold this double or even triple depending on what kind of hot pad you want. But it's really pretty colored. Like, I love the acid wash of it. This one, I don't see a color on it. Oh, it's color 115-23. And according to Premier's website, let's see if I can figure out what color it actually was. Let me go back to my email. No, there's not a color name. It looked more, it's this one on the phone, and it's more teal in person, but it's pretty. So 5 of those for $5, and it just feels like your average cotton. Like, I dare say this would make a nice wearable because it's soft. It's not rough like kitchen cotton. I would absolutely make a wearable out of this. But because it's 100% cotton, you can make a wearable, or you can make hot pads. I would just hold them double or triple for hot pads because it's really thin. I'm going to grab a battery because my battery's on the low end. And hopefully these batteries are charged. And then I got, this color is 115-09. And it's a beautiful, I want to say it's like an aqua color. And then of course I got the purple, which is probably my favorite. And it is color 115-20. So I got 29 and 23. And I'm going to say that I honestly cannot remember the last time cotton was $1 a ball on a sale. I think Premier has done their home cotton on sale recently. And I want to say it was 3 balls for $5. I could be wrong. I have not been following the sales real closely like I did in the past just because of life. But it has been years since I've seen an actual physical sale where it was $1 a ball for cotton. I think it was pre-pandemic the last time I actually scored a sale, and I think it was at AC Moore, so that tells you a lot. It was definitely pre-pandemic. I think they did sales frequently either at Michael's or at AC Moore where it was $1 a ball or 10 for 10 for the cotton, and I would stock up. You can't like not stock up when it's $1 a ball when you use cotton frequently. That is a thin cotton though, and like I said, I think that would make good wearables. It's soft enough. I mean, it's not, I love this cotton soft. It's not the cotton batik soft that Premier had, but it's a nice cotton. It's kind of equivalent to, Nope. I don't have any close by. The cotton I made from Knitpicks that I made the purple top out of for MJ's off the hook. What is it? Comfy cotton? It's kind of, maybe not as soft as that, but it's kind of leaning towards that. So, and then the lollipop. I know a lot of you are going to hate the lollipop. I already know. I don't like that fuzzy yarn. I can't see it. I already know. I like fuzzy yarn specifically for, it's very staticky, so 62% polyester, 38% polyamide, which is nylon. This Rosetti lollipop. This is soft. It's 100 grams, 93 yards. It's a super bulky 6. The color is 209-19. It's kind of slime green. Ooh, that's soft. This is, it looks like, you know what this reminds me of? I don't have any more. There was a yarn Premier had out 5 or 6 years ago called, what do you think? Gelato. Premier Gelato. That's what this reminds me of. Now, the under base of it is kind of chenille, kind of, and it has all this furry, soft fluff going on top of it. I have an entire blanket in my upstairs closet made out of Gelato yarn, which this is exactly what it feels like. It's like if you took the parfait and put a latte cake on top of it. That's what this is. So, if you don't like chenille yarn, you don't like working with chenille yarn, you're not going to like this. Like I said, I made an entire blanket out of this, and I don't remember what stitch I used. I want to say it's Granny Stitch. And the blanket is like heaven to lay under. I got a bunch. If you go back to my very first 3 videos, so video 1, video 2, video 3, you will see me unbagging the Gelato from Premier Yarns mystery bags. It's the whole reason I started this channel, which is so funny. We went full circle, folks. I opened the Gelato and I was in love with it because it's so soft and I didn't know what to do with it. And back then I was still very beginning. Like, I've been crocheting since I've been about 7 or 8 years old. But I never really fully learned how to crochet independently until about, I want to say 7, 8 years ago. And I've told this story many times. Jada N Stitches is the reason I know how to crochet as well as I do. I've learned everything I know from Jada. She's taught me so much about, just by following her tutorials, she's taught me about structurizing things, how to change stitches, how to do things. Like, she would just do little things and I'd be like, oh, and I learn really easily from Jada because she teaches so simplistically and she keeps everything real basic and beginner friendly, but still challenges you to think and to do. You know, I love the way Jada teaches. She is my girl. Okay. When I started this channel, I started simply because I was watching videos and I was seeing mystery bags, and it was the Lion Brand Santa Sack, as a matter of fact, came up. And I was like, I want a Santa Sack, but they had sold out. Like, they long sold out. And I was like, oh, are there any other mystery bags on the market? And I started searching mystery bags. And Premier Yarns had mystery bags at the time. And it was a really good price. It was, I don't remember. I'm sure that I tell you that information in the video. But it was, I felt like it was 15 balls of yarn, or something like that. 15 balls for $20 or something like that. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try it, because I want to try new yarns. The mystery bags are why I fell in love with Premier Yarns. They're why the channel got started, because I wanted to share my mystery bags with everyone else, because there were not videos at the time of people unbagging mystery bags. And I wanted to know. And because there wasn't other videos, I was like, well, maybe I'll make a video so that other people know if they buy this mystery bag. And that's how Cinnamon Stitches got started. And in the first mystery bags, in one of those first 3 videos, there was gelato and more gelato and more gelato. And I had a huge pile of gelato. A huge pile. I loved it. I made an entire Jen size blanket. So I would say it's twin sized. It's about twin size. Out of the gelato, and I still had like 5-10 balls left over. So I actually just got rid of the last bit of my gelato recently, and I think it was probably last year in mystery boxes. So if you've got some of the yellow gelato, you already know what I'm talking about. That's what this reminds me of. And so when I saw it on the preview, when she was showing the clips in the warehouse of the different yarn, I was like, okay, I need some of that. But I wasn't thinking about the gelato till I felt it. I was thinking this will make really nice soft scarves in my knitting machine, because my knitting machine likes fluffy, fuzzy yarn but hates basic acrylic. I cannot put Super Saver in here. I can't put Premier Basics in here. My machine eats it. I can't even use Sweet Rolls. My machine eats it. And I can put this in there. And I know that the machines are different person to person, because some people can crank out Super Saver in theirs. My machine eats it. Both of them. But it will take this, and I know other people have had problems putting this kind of yarn in their machine because it eats it. So now that I'm feeling it and seeing that, oh, this feels like gelato, I kind of want more. I would like to make another little blanket out of this stuff. So it says hand wash, do not iron. So I'm going to say it's a lay flat to dry situation too. I have washed and dried my blanket several times. It gets a little matted looking, but it's still soft. Test a little swatch before you take my advice on that. It's almost gone. I drank almost 40 ounces already. Try to keep hydrated, keep my throat moist. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the green slime color. It's like a pastel slime. But I was thinking like Halloween, and I was thinking this is really, really ridiculously soft. I am not dissatisfied with this order. Like I said, it was $36 for all of these. And these are definitely going to be stash building. These are going to be hot pads. And I'm probably going to hold those double or triple for hot pads. Might even make a couple washcloths. Hey, maybe we can make a tutorial out of the cotton and make a hot pad, because there's a one hot pad that I really, really like. And it's a really neat structure. Like, you crochet it like a tube, and then you fold it and then seam it up the middle. And I really like those style hot pads. And they worked really good for like, they work good for like trivets. They work good for like, you can also leave it open and use it as an oven mitt. But you need to make it thick enough that it's not going to have holes for your hands to get burned, you know? But yeah. That's it for our Tuesday TNP out video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about this yarn. And I will try to remember to link the first 3 videos on the channel, but if not, you can click on my name where it says Cinnamon Stitches below the video. It will take you to my channel, and then there is a menu, and you can sort or filter the videos by date. And if you do that, it will show you the oldest ones first. A lot of people have been going back and watching the beginning videos to help the channel, which is like really cool for them to go back and comment on some of the older videos, which is why I have even more comments to go through recently, because there's a lot, and I appreciate it so much. You guys have made a huge difference on this channel this month with just watching older videos. And I have absolutely seen the proof of that. And it has helped me to take a couple days off here and there, and I really, really appreciate that. But they've been watching the older video, so go back and you can check out the gelato, and you can tell me whether you think that that's the same yarn or not, because it's real similar. And if I had a gelato here, I would show it to you, but I'm not. I don't feel like going upstairs, and my closet is a hot disaster right now. We are doing a lot of preparing in our lives for the next step. and I'm doing a lot of filtering and sorting and donating and trashing and simplifying around the house. So my closet's a disaster area, and we're also in transition with my niece going back to college, which is why my room is a hot mess. Because I need my closet back so I can put stuff back in there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And yeah, I think I'm gonna film here. Oh, here's the cotton. This is the shirt I was telling you about. Yeah. The comfy cotton from Knitpicks is slightly softer than this. Ever so slightly. It's a decent cotton. So, there you go. In case there's any left over still. I don't know what's left on their website by the time you see this video. I can check for you to see if it's even still there. As of yesterday, because I'm recording this yesterday. Let's see. As of yesterday, they still have lots of colors in the lollipop. And they still have a handful of colors in the cotton. I will link both of those yarns below if you're interested. If you're going to buy the lollipop, which is the fluffy yarn, use a bigger hook than they suggest. And do a simple stitch. It's to where you can feel the hole where you're working into, because it's going to be hard to see your stitches. But I was a beginner and made a whole blanket out of it, so it is doable. You're just not going to be able to see your stitches real good, but if you're used to working with fluffy yarn like that, you'll be fine. It's really, really ridiculously soft. And you can also hold that together with another yarn so that it helps you to see the stitches better. Just saying. But yeah, that denim is a really good price, and they still have all the colors I ordered. So yeah. Don't sleep on them Himalayan yarns. They're small balls, but they're really good yarn. I've ordered Himalayan from, like I said, from Hirschner's, and they had everything I have bought from Hirschner's I liked. So, yep. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.